Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Lupe here. Um, Today I'm gonna be talking about early recovery, but first, as usual, time for the inspiration. All right. So, God the Almighty does not leave the side of His children. If they love Him, then His word or promise will never be broken. He failed. He failed not Noah or Moses, and He fulfilled His prophecy to us by sending us the Messiah. The sea might swallow the mountains as it did in Noah's time, but all of his children will remain safe and will see on the horizon the dove of peace extending out an olive branch to all who shared in his covenant. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, I'd like to hear it. Definitely for sure. God always promised not to destroy the world again, not to flood it again. So, to me, he's always there. One way or another, you just gotta pray, keep your faith, believe in him, ask for help from him. As part of recovery, the spirituality of it, it's helped me quite a bit. So, now for the early recovery. Early sobriety can be challenging. Early sobriety can be challenging, right? I mean, we all know that it's hard to not think about wanting to go back. It's on your mind, your cravings. Your body's just being used to all that dopamine. So, but it is possible to do and live without substances. I'm an example. There are so many other people who can be examples of that. So, I've showed a few on some of my videos of people giving their stories. And as far as I've been seeing some of them, talking to some of them, and they still are on that journey and they're still doing good. So during this time, it's common to have ups and downs, emotionally also. Your emotions are high, they're low, they're just bouncing all over the place, and it's just like you don't know what to do. But it is confusing. But just like I said, just keep praying and try to do some of the breathing techniques and some of the other stuff that I've mentioned before in some of my other videos. Journaling. You can journal your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, just all kinds of stuff. And then you got cravings or temptations to relapse, which I just said a minute ago. But with the right strategies and support system, you can establish long-term recovery. Establishing routines, connecting with supportive people, and prioritizing self-care is very crucial during this time. Here are 10 tips to keep in mind. So, supportive people, keeping yourself around supportive people who want to sit there and see you have a good sober life, people that respect your wishes to not bring any kind of substances around you. Staying in a sober community basically is always a good idea. Staying in a sober community, having sober friends, it adds up to making other new friendships that will always be there to help. Calling people when you are having cravings, getting help from them, a clinician, a peer coach, all of that. And so having routines, establishing routines, getting up, making your bed, having breakfast, showering, getting ready for the day. Simple stuff like that are basic routines. You can stick in that routine, you'll keep doing it over and over. And it's something to help your mind also not reflect on just your urges right away, because you got priorities. If you go to the gym, keep up your routine as going to the gym, going for your walks, whatever it may be. just keep doing that same routine over and over to help you establish your sobriety more. Um, so first tip is to build a strong support network. So, like I said, surrounding yourself around sober community, a support network. Surround yourself with people who support you, whether it's a 12-step meeting, a sponsor, or a peer support program. Being around those who understand your journey helps with motivation and accountability. Friends or family who want what's best for you, for your well-being. Um, People who walk up to you on the street, just random people even, because I've heard stories of this. They don't want what's for your well-being. They don't care about you. They just want somebody to get high with. And even if you do have friends and they're still stuck in their ways, they don't want what's best for you, because they're there knowing you're trying to get sober, and they're not encouraging you to get sober because they're still stuck in their ways. Creating a daily routine, as I just said, about gym, showering, walks, stuff like that. Create a routine in your day to help you from boredom and anxiety, which can be triggers. I definitely know from experience for a relapse. Make a schedule that includes self-care, activities, recovery meetings, work. And self-care is a very important thing. I mean, you got to be clean. You don't want to go around being stinky. Like me, I got to shave. So I've just been pretty busy with work and a lot of this other stuff that I'm doing in my sober community. Even having hobbies such as drawing. A lot of people like that diamond art. Me with doing the podcasting, that's my hobby. Hiking, sightseeing, learning about history, stuff like that. A routine will bring a sense of purpose and stability, giving your day a positive direction. Stay connected in your recovery. Keep in contact with your recovery community. That is essential for staying grounded. It can be your support groups, whether it's in person or virtual. You can always Google for virtual support groups. There's so many of them. I'm trying to think, like you got Dharma, Advocates for Recovery is another. But it offers a safe space to share, gain insights, and remain connected with others who are on the same path as you. And so when you are in those groups, what's said there stays there, regardless. That's your own personal space to let go of things that you're holding in, to talk about it, get some advice. But it's in a sober community with other people that know exactly what you're going through. Might not be all of them, but you always find one or two, at least two, maybe three minimum, that will know what you're feeling. Identify and manage triggers. So recognizing the people, places, or situations that will tempt you to relapse. Hanging out with people that you know that are still stuck in their ways. Places you used to get high or get drunk at. Certain situations that you might be in that's a repeating situation, or a memory. Those bad memories, those can all be triggers. So when you do identify, you should develop a coping mechanism or a strategy to avoid managing those triggers. It can be practicing mindfulness, journaling, developing healthier emotional responses to stress. Box breathing. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, breathe in for 4. Or 4, 7, 8. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. That's another coping mechanism. Stress you get, kind of help change your mind process, your thinking at that time. I like to work out. Working out is good. That's another thing. I know I say it a lot, but it's a really good thing. But whatever you develop that's a healthier way to change your mind process of that stress of what's going on, what's bothering you, um, go with it. Go with whatever works for you. And prioritizing self-care, physical, emotional, mental health. It's important during early sobriety. Focus on activities that are healthy enough, like exercise, meditation, and getting enough rest. Your healthy habits can replace destructive behaviors that you had during addiction. Set attainable goals. I'm recovery. It's a progress. My attainable goals. I got my peer coaching certificate. If you haven't noticed, I attained that. I've already registered to get my QBHA certificate, and then pretty soon I'll be getting I'll be going in to get my COPA certificate. My attainable goals, doing this podcast, the willingness and the wanting to go out and help other people that are in addiction, that want help, that want to see a change in their lives, go from all the bad to all the good. But recovery is a progress, a journey that just takes it one step at a time. Set up a small achievable goals to help you move forward. These can be related to personal growth, your health, your relationships. And I did talk about healthy relationships on a previous one. Celebrate each milestone as a reminder of your success. Make yourself a great meal or go out to eat as a reward. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that. You could go out and buy some earrings, dye your hair a different color. I mean, you could do that anytime. But doing things like this is a way to reward yourself. It's a reward system. Some people don't like to celebrate because they're just like, whatever, this is what I'm doing, I'm doing good. But celebrating brings a good feeling to you as you're accomplishing things. It's like you have kids, your kids are doing good, you want to reward them. Take them out to eat at a good place, whatever they want. Most likely, probably McDonald's or pizza or something, some ice cream. Go to Baskin and Robbins, Dairy Queen, something. But that's all a reward in itself to show that you're doing good. You might not have to do it all the time if you don't want to, but it does help. Embrace a new lifestyle. So you have to always embrace the new stuff. It's not easy, but it brings in something good and a new thought process, and it helps for the positive always. Being sober and quitting substances is about building a life without them. You can explore hobbies, interests, or volunteer opportunities to enrich your life instead of using that time in addiction. So, I volunteer with my aunt's ministry, with helping people with food. I volunteer for all of that. I'm always volunteering to help people with advice or resources. I mean, stuff like that. Hobbies, like I said earlier, interests, histories, odds and ends, like that. And then practice self-compassion. Now, this is a big one because we don't practice self-compassion. We feel like, we deserve to be this way because this is the person I am. This is the bad stuff I've done. Well, no. I mean, there's always room for change. And in early sobriety, there can be a lot of ups and downs emotionally. It's so important to just be patient and kind to yourself. Keep in mind that no one is perfect and slip-ups may happen. And if so, it is part of the learning process. So relapses will happen. The point of this is don't, with the self-compassion, look, take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. Always go back and get the help you need. Okay? It's not going to always work the first time. It's very rare it works the first time, 2 times, 3 times. Whatever that number is, just keep going back and getting that help because eventually something will click and something will come into your mind and be like, look, this is not what I need. This is what I got to get rid of. This is something that I need to get better with. So, and the longer you're sober, the more your brain cells come back and the more you start to think about it. So I recommend staying, not just detox, but do detox, go into sober living and being into the programs and stuff like that for as long as you can. Because the longer you're into a place like that, which helps you hold accountability for yourself, it helps you to think more clearly and to be more responsible and to do the things that you want to do. So stay focused on the progress instead of the perfection. So perfection is great. That's what we attain. But at first you don't succeed, try again. So seek professional support. Therapy or counseling is vital in early recovery. Finding a professional who can help provide guidance, coping strategies, and emotional support to help you better understand the challenges you're facing and offer tools to address them. It's rare that people could do it on their own, especially after years and years of addiction. So, therapy, counseling, peer coaching, all of this stuff, they can all teach you coping strategies, help you focus your mind on the opposite direction of addiction, and then practice gratitude. It's easy to focus on the things you lost, but practicing gratitude is a powerful tool to have. Take a time out every day and reflect what you're thankful for. It can be your health, the support of loved ones, the progress you've made, anything that shifts your perspective and help foster a positive mindset to help you stay on track. So those are the 10 tips. If you have to, write them down, practice them a little bit by little bit every day to help you get back onto that journey. Being healthy doesn't mean you have to also go out and eat healthy all the time. I mean, it's good for you, but just keeping yourself healthy from the toxins that you put in your body. I can't say how much of a blessing it's been to actually been out and be able to go out and do the things I want to do all normal all over again. And I definitely have money saved that would have been wasted on what? I mean, I didn't gain anything. So for that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything, go ahead and drop them down. And I'll respond back as soon as possible. Bye.